Hey, Blacktooth Claymation here, showing you how to make a background for the Friday the 13th game. I made up some, it was kind of a yellow color, but I had to put in a little bit of orange to make it a little, I don't know, just to make that color. You can do it any way you want, but I looked at it and tried to, and with the lighter yellow on the ends, but I also had a tool to make it so I can get those lines just perfect like that. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It's like a syringe type thing, and then they put out like uh, little lines or whatever if you want to do a row. Like that's how the rows got just like that. You just shoot them through the syringe. But now we take a straight edge or like a straight razor blade if you got a long enough one, because these are 5x7 that I've been doing these shadow boxes. You take like a razor blade and then just cut the bottom. See, I put all that, I used gray for the base, the bottom base, because that way I could apply it and then they wouldn't all be falling apart when I picked it up. Plus, I needed to set in the shadow box, and they're about a quarter-inch thick. But yeah, I didn't do the full video of this. I'm just going to kind of show pictures and in some video too, just to kind of show how to do it. Right now we're up to that step, and then I'll show you. You just apply your green. Where I cut that all that to the gray, then I just basically put green on there, and then for the edges, it's got to have a little bit of dimension, so you kind of let your light yellow go a little longer. And just pay attention to your screenshot or whatever, that's what I use. I look at a screenshot when I do these from the game. I'll be playing a video game and I'll just take a screenshot from the game, and then I'll look at that while I do the sculpting. And just pay attention to detail. A lot of times you got to count, how many numbers, how many steps are up, And if it doesn't look right, nice thing about clay is you can take it off and do it again. They're never perfect, but you try to get it just as good as you can. And I like how mine turn out, so just try and it can be tedious, you don't have to do it in a day, because this took me a really long time. Like I said, it was I would have done the whole video in time lapse, but I ended up doing an HD video, and it took like 4 gigabytes, and it wouldn't even go in my time lapse thing. So this is the way I'm showing this time. And this one's actually a fairly easy piece to do. I'm just kind of showing you piece by piece how it was done. Just try to get your lines straight, really. Right now we're getting the base on the bottom. And then you will have another piece of yellow there for the base. And then it kind of matches up with the two ends. So let's jump a little further. Just working on the pieces coming down on the edges now. Now both of these are going to be pretty much the same, just the opposite. So yeah, you just cut real little tiny little pieces of black and put it on top of those. And trying to think if there's anything else that was really important. For me, it was like the thickness was important. Like, you don't want to go too thick because you need it to fit in the shadow box set and stuff. I'm just playing some Friday the 13th the game, trying to explain this to you. But yeah, obviously I was trying to do that, and I wasn't liking how it turned out, so I took it off. And let's see, let's jump a little further in here. See, now I'm cutting it to fit better, because it wasn't, basically when you want to put it, stair step it like that, you can cut it in sections too, and then just kind of mead your seams together. After those are on, then you can put your little pieces of black clay on top of those. Now I'll start meading those together so you don't see the gaps in between every piece on there. And basically you got the same thing for the other side. So it's pretty easy background here. And then I made Jason, and then I'll probably put like a dead Mark or one of the characters, George, Paul, Laura, Debbie, Chrissy, I don't know. I'll make one of them dead next to Jason. Yep. And you can put anything in there. You don't have to make the character dead. You could have it fighting Jason, however you want to do it. Same thing for the other side. And just put the little pieces of black underneath and on top. Actually, there's a fine piece of yellow on top of them, and then you put the black on it. So just pay attention to your screenshot. You'll see that in the detail. As long as an HD screenshot's the way to go. I see a lot of these, some people try to get their images up of Google. Those images off Google aren't the greatest. I know that. I've looked myself, and I don't rely on those. I would just rather take a screenshot from an HD game. And nowadays, it's easy to get one of those. The way I recommend is, well, if you have a question on how to get those, I can tell you how to do those. It's not hard to get a screenshot from a game. Just if you can get the game on your phone, basically you can get a screenshot. Here we go. So this is about the end of it here. Just gotta do the same thing on the other side. Speed this up a little. About done there on that side then too. Just finishing up the black. Now for the clay and the tools, I use like Sculpey clay or Primo. I notice Primo has a better white. It lights up in a black light opposed to the Sculpey white that doesn't light up. What other? Needle, razor blade, and some other odd tools like to mead the seams together and stuff. I like to use a glass roller to get everything nice and flat. This is about the end here though. I'll get to showing you the finished piece here. Hope you enjoyed the video. It would have been really long if I did it in time lapse, the whole video, because this piece took me a really long time. I know it was more than, I don't know, I know it was more than 10 hours. But that's because of the Jason too, and the other character. Alright, let's wrap it up. I'll let you see the finished product. Alright, here he is all finished up in the shadow box. There's the Jason. I haven't put Mark in there yet, so there's one more character that will go in there. That's the nice thing about him. You can put something new in there anytime you want, as long as you didn't use some of that clay to get it in there, or as long as you didn't glue it on there. So anyways, I'm just thinking I'll probably put Mark in there dead, where he's just laying down like he looks like he just got killed or something, or one of the other characters maybe. It doesn't really matter who you put in there. There it is with the light on top. Sorry about the light. I was trying to get a good picture of it, but it's in a glass case, so if I took a picture it would kind of reflect right back at you. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Thanks.